An old mystery that has baffled Warminster, Great Britain, has returned to the limelight due to strange events that have once again begun to occur there. Back in June and August of this year, a bright object was spotted above the town moving in a circular motion. Quite a few residents from all over noticed this, and as a result, took their cameras out to record. This is what they saw. Now, the reason the town became so fascinated by this phenomenon is due to the fact that the city of Warminster is regarded as the UFO capital of the UK. Back in the 1960s, UFOs were so common in this region that a legend was formed called the Warminster Thing. Legend has it that back during the time of peak activity, people had reported loud noises, lights in the sky, birds randomly being killed, crop circles, and cars mysteriously breaking down. One event in particular has left residents of the area still demanding answers to this day.
1966, March the 13th. My husband and I went down to Southampton to visit my mother because it was our eldest son's first birthday. I saw the light coming towards us and it seemed to get bigger and bigger through the trees until it was a huge glow in the sky. That's the light, and there's the glow coming round. And we heard footsteps coming from in front of us, running towards us, and it was two men, and Bob said, "What was that?" And they said, "Did you see it? It landed in that field." What it was, I can't tell you, but that was the experience of coming through Warminster, which was quite scary. The skies, the trees opened up, the sky, we could see it was much brighter than that, and it was the whole horizon.
It is widely regarded as one of the strangest cases of mass paranormal activity in the UK ever. So what exactly is this? Is the activity happening in the skies today linked to the Warminster Thing mystery, or is it something else entirely? Given the circumstances of the region, we can create some theories. 1. This is a real UFO. 2. This is a hoax and it's staged for attention. And 3. There's some logical explanation to this. For theory 1, it's possible that it's an alien UFO. However, we have to consider the history of UFO studies and their findings. There hasn't exactly been any concrete and definitive proof agreeing or disagreeing with the existence of aliens, and honestly, the subject still sits in a gray area to this day. While there have been sightings and unexplained events throughout history, such as in Warminster, answers have been few and far between regarding proof of what we're actually experiencing. While I'd love to believe that Theory 1 is true, there simply isn't enough information out there to prove that this is an alien spacecraft, and so I'll leave this theory up in the air. Theory 2 states that this was a hoax and was staged for attention. This one is likely and largely considerable due to the fact that it's pretty simple to create a 3D visual like this in a program like After Effects. In fact, all over the internet we can find fake, quote, alien sightings that people spread all over social media to gain attention and views. For instance, one of the major unexplained events that Scare Theater debunked a few months ago were the mysterious sounds that were heard all around the world. If you don't know what I'm talking about, take a look real fast. turned out to be nothing more than people playing the same sound in the background as they recorded in a random spot wherever they lived. He was even able to replicate it quite easily. Anyway, back to the video itself. While I would say that it's staged for attention, multiple people from all over the city gathered shots at different angles. This is pretty different from simply replicating a sound on a video like we heard in the sounds from around the world. In fact, it would take some serious time and effort to go to different locations, film, and render the same object at different angles. This theory could be plausible, however it seems like too much of a stretch for people to do for attention, so I'll leave this one out. For theory 3, we need to go back and look at the video once more. One major thing we may all notice besides the flight pattern is the trail that follows behind it. It almost looks like some sort of firework flying around in the air. While we can rule out the idea that it's a firework since it would have likely detonated while up in the air for that long, we can consider some alternative scenarios. After doing some digging, I found that a company called Aerosparks is known for creating stunt planes that give off a spark trail much like we see in the video. In fact, these videos are used for light shows and are based out of, you guessed it, the UK. With this in mind, I went back and watched the footage once more, and it appears that this is nothing more than an Aerosparks plane flying around in the sky. Why by itself and on a random night? I honestly couldn't tell you. There could have been a small event or something, but nonetheless, this allows us to eliminate the theories that we mentioned before. Although this strange occurrence itself has been solved, the mystery of Warminster still remains to this day. What the residents experienced back then still sticks with the town, and answers will hopefully come to arise in our lifetimes. Until then, all we can really do is speculate. We just debunked a supposed UFO sighting in Warminster. I hope you all enjoyed this. Lastly, thanks to all of you for joining me in the Night Marathon before Christmas. I've had an absolute blast this week, analyzing a creepy video, exploring a disturbing cult, diving into my favorite horror game, doing a live-action exploration, and debunking the supposed alien footage. It has been a huge blast. As I sign off, I wanted to wish you all a happy holidays and an early happy new year. I hope 2017 comes to a graceful close and that 2018 brings happiness to each of you. This has been an incredible year for us, and I cannot wait to see where we go in 2018. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I love you all, happy holidays, and to all, a good night.